Population. Population in a genetic algorithm can be defined as a subset of solutions in the current generation. In hand उस iteration का जो भी generation आपके पास है, उस generation के जो solutions है उनके subset को हम population कह सकते हैं, या in other words उस iteration के जो chromosomes है, जो collection of chromosomes है, उसको भी हम population कह सकते हैं. So it can also be defined as the set of chromosomes in that specific iteration. जब भी किसी भी genetic algorithm में population को initialize करना हो, so there are certain points which must be kept in mind to deal with the population in a genetic algorithm, and these points are: number one, the diversity of the population must be maintained. क्योंकि अगर डाइवर्सिटी मेंटेन नहीं कर सकते तो फिर दिस विल लीड टू अ प्रीमेच्योर कन्वर्जेंस. सो दैट्स व्हाई it's essential that diversity in the population must be maintained in any given iteration in that specific genetic algorithm. And number second point is the size of the population also matters. If you have a very large size of population, if you initialize that solution or that permutation with a very large size of a population, then the genetic algorithm will slow down. So it's another problem for the genetic algorithm and for the problem solution. And if you select a very small population size, then again it will be problematic because you will not have enough pool for mating or selecting the best parent. So it's essential that one has to select an optimum size of the population for initialization purposes, and this can be done through different criteria in mind, or even through hit and trial basis, or through any logical method you can select it. The different types of that how optimum size can be selected for that specific solution. So trial and error basis can be used on the basis of trial and error basis, optimum size can be selected for any genetic algorithm. There are two primary methods to initialize population in a genetic algorithm, and these two primary methods are: number one method is called a random initialization method, and the other one is called heuristic method. In a random initialization method, population one has to populate that population with complete random solution. So you have to randomly populate the population to get the best solution in hand. While in heuristic methods, there is no random populating the population, but you have to populate the initial population using a known heuristic for that specific problem. So both the approaches are very much different from each other. One is using a random approach while the other one is using an heuristic approach to populate that specific population or to initialize that population. Again, there are two different types of models which are used for population models, which are widely used in genetic algorithms. One method is called a steady state method, and the other one is called a generational method. In steady state method में जो हम करते हैं कि जो एक आइट्रेशन के दौरान जब पॉपुलेशन में ऑफस्प्रिंग जनरेट करते हैं तो 1 या 2 ऑफस्प्रिंग जनरेट करते हैं, और वो आगे जाके उस आइट्रेशंस के 1 या 2 पेरेंट्स को या क्रोमोसोम्स को रिप्लेस कर देते हैं. सो इन स्टेडी स्टेट जेनेटिक एल्गोरिथम वन जनरेट 1 or 2 ऑफस्प्रिंग्स, एंड these offspring replace 1 or 2 parents or chromosomes from their generation. So this is called steady state population method, and it can also be called as incremental method. The other one is called generational method. इस मेथड के अंदर फुल जनरेशन लेवल के ऊपर चेंजेस किए जाते हैं. सो इन जनरेशनल मॉडल we generate n number of offsprings in that iteration. where n is the population size in that specific iteration, and the entire population is replaced with the new offsprings in that iteration. So that's why it's called a generational method. So there are different types of population models being used in different types of genetic algorithms. So पॉपुलेशन का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है जेनेटिक एल्गोरिदम्स के दौरान उसके के अंदर उसमें मुख्तलिफ जो एंगल से उस एल्गोरिदम के अंदर या उस जो हमारे पास डेटा रिप्रेजेंटेशन है या जो सोल्यूशन है पॉपुलेशन भी उसको अफेक्ट करिए, उसके मुख्तलिफ टाइप के मॉडल्स है, मुख्तलिफ टाइप के क्राइटेरियाज है जिसको ख्याल रखना या इनको अंडर कंसिडरेशन रखना ज़रूरी है.